One of my biggest passions is travel. I know, right? How original. But it really is. I've been on some pretty incredible adventures so far, traveling across Europe by train, both with a friend and completely solo. I love to visit new places and explore incredible landscapes. I was also lucky enough to travel a lot for work and visit some of the incredible cities here in Europe. But then the world came to a halt. Well, as you probably know, the last couple of years weren't too great for traveling. But finally, the world is open to travel again. One of my goals this year is to travel more, and while I would love to go abroad pretty much all the time and discover and explore new countries and new places, my current budget won't allow for that. Nor would my job. Still, I am determined to travel as much as possible this year, and I think I've come up with a pretty good solution. In the last couple of months, I've discovered the beauty of traveling in my own country. So I plan on traveling more this year, and as much as I would love to go abroad every month or even every week, that's just not in the cards for me right now. But I do plan on traveling more this year, and this is how I plan to do it, by traveling in my own country. There's plenty of beautiful places that I haven't seen or haven't explored before that I would like to go, and this is much more doable, and this allows me basically to travel every week. So that's what I've been doing the past couple of months, and I've really been enjoying it. I've got to explore my own country, in my case the Netherlands, and I've got to see some places that I've never been before and some places that I hadn't been in a long time. And it's been really great because I just get to travel so much more. And now I'm really into photography. If you're new to the channel, you might not know that, but I really am. And I usually like to combine the two, so traveling and photography. And that's what I've been doing here in my own country as well. Now, usually I really like to go hiking in the mountains, but we don't really have those here. You're even lucky if you find a hill. But we do have some other beautiful landscape, and of course we have some great coastlines here. So I've been enjoying that. But I'm into all different kinds of photography. So that's also been great for traveling, to keep the variation, because I sometimes go out in nature like now and I capture landscapes, but other times I'll just go to a city and do some street photography, and in that way I have a very different experience each time I travel, which also keeps it fun. The best thing about traveling in your own country is that you can still have amazing travel experiences, and that way you can quench the thirst for travel a little bit. I mean, I was not expecting to be walking in between wild horses this morning when I left, but still I'm here. I mean, look at him. So yeah, definitely you can still have crazy, amazing travel experiences whilst in your own country. So basically, until I'm able to travel full-time, which might very well be never, this is the best way I can think of to travel as much as possible, by taking these trips across the country, just the day trips, maybe sometimes even the weekend trips, while still planning, of course, for those bigger trips, for those trips abroad, those trips to the mountains, to places I've never been. Hopefully this way, this year I can travel as much as possible, because I really have some catching up to do after these past 2 years of COVID. So yeah, that's my plan. Hopefully it will work. And right as you're watching this video, I'm already out there planning my next trip. Both just here in my own country, to visit the places that I still want to go and see, but also some bigger trips abroad. To see the mountains again. Oh yeah, I've got a pretty big thing for mountains. We'll get into that at some point on this channel. There are so many places that I would still like to visit, but you've got to start somewhere, so I've begun to plan a trip that I can go on within the next month. And in the meantime, I'll quench my thirst by going on a few more trips here in the Netherlands.